I'm your host, BrightLearn, and today we're diving into a story that has captivated adventurers, scholars, and dreamers for centuries: the quest for the lost Ark of the Covenant. Now, if you're a fan of Indiana Jones, you might think you know the story, but today we're going beyond the movies and exploring the real-life journey of one man who dared to believe that the most sacred relic of the Old Testament might still exist, and that it could be hidden in the heart of Africa. We're talking about the book, The Sign and the Seal, by Graham Hancock. Picture this. It's 1983, and you're standing in the chilly highlands of Ethiopia. The sun is setting, casting long shadows over the ancient landscape. Suddenly, a monk appears, stooped and leaning on a prayer stick. He shuffles towards you, his eyes veiled by milky cataracts, his voice resonant yet slurred. This is the guardian of the Ark of the Covenant, and he's about to share a secret that could change everything we know about one of the Bible's greatest mysteries. The monk confirms what few have dared to believe. The Ark of the Covenant, the sacred chest that once held the Ten Commandments, is indeed in Ethiopia. But how did it get there? And why has it remained hidden for so long? To understand this, we need to go back to the 10th century BC, to the reign of King Solomon. According to Ethiopian legend, the Queen of Sheba, a powerful Ethiopian monarch, visited Solomon in Jerusalem. She returned to Ethiopia pregnant with his child, a son named Menelik. Years later, Menelik traveled to Jerusalem and, with the help of his companions, stole the Ark of the Covenant from the temple. They brought it back to Ethiopia, where it has remained ever since. But is this just a legend, or is there some truth to it? Our protagonist, Graham Hancock, set out to find the answers. His journey took him from the ancient city of Axum, where the Ark is supposedly kept, to the remote island of Tanakirkos, where he uncovered a tradition that the Ark had been hidden for centuries before being moved to Axum. Hancock's investigation led him to question the conventional narrative. He discovered that the Kebra Nagast, the Ethiopian holy book that tells the story of the Ark's journey, might not be as historically accurate as some believe. For instance, the city of Axum didn't even exist during the time of Menelik, casting doubt on the traditional account. But Hancock didn't stop there. He delved into the history of the Falashas, the indigenous black Jews of Ethiopia, and found evidence that their religious practices, such as animal sacrifice, were more in line with ancient Judaism than with the Judaism of the Talmud. This suggested that their ancestors might have migrated to Ethiopia long before the time of Menelik, possibly bringing the Ark with them. Hancock's research also led him to the island of Elephantine in Egypt, where a Jewish temple once stood. He discovered that this temple was built around the 7th century BC, during the reign of the apostate king Manasseh. Could this have been the place where the Ark was hidden to protect it from Manasseh's idolatry? And could the priests who fled from Elephantine have brought the Ark to Ethiopia? Hancock found further support for this theory in the writings of the Greek historian Herodotus, who mentioned a migration of Egyptians, including Jewish mercenaries, from Elephantine to Ethiopia. This migration, he speculated, could have been the vehicle by which the Ark was transported to its new home. But the journey doesn't end there. Hancock's investigation took him to the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, where he explored the possibility that the Ark might have been hidden beneath the sacred site. He examined the claims of various treasure hunters, including the eccentric Antonia Frederick Futterer and the enigmatic Tom Kreutzer, who claimed to have found the Ark in a secret passage on Mount Nebo. However, Hancock remained unconvinced by these claims. He believed that the Ark had been taken to Ethiopia long before the time of Manasseh, and that the Templars, the legendary medieval order of warrior monks, had discovered this truth and had gone to Ethiopia in search of the Ark. Hancock's theory is supported by the presence of Templar crosses in the ruins of King Caleb's palace in Axum, and by the account of the Armenian geographer Abu Saleh, who described the Ark being carried by men with red hair and red complexions, traits often associated with Europeans. But the question remains, If the Ark is in Ethiopia, why hasn't it been revealed to the world? Hancock believes that the Ethiopians have deliberately kept the Ark hidden, using replicas in public ceremonies to protect the sacred relic from prying eyes. And so, the mystery endures. The Ark of the Covenant, the most sacred object of the Old Testament, remains hidden, its secrets guarded by the priests of Axum. But for those who dare to believe, the journey to uncover the truth continues. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. And if you have any thoughts or questions about the Lost Ark, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning. This is BrightLearn, signing off.
This has been a BrightLearn video from BrightLearn.ai on the book The Sign and the Seal by Graham Hancock. Visit BrightLearn.ai for more fascinating videos like this one, and visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage and breaking news on critical stories that keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.